Welcome to the podcast The Journey is the Destination. With you today, Emma and
Christian! Welcome everybody. Again, we have with you an amazing person today,
our beautiful friend.
Justin.
You guessed right, he's French.
So today it's a really special episode, if you ask me, because he's gonna be serenading himself while he speaks as a true French. What we did actually was, at the end of our session, we recorded him playing the handpan for a couple of minutes, and this is the music you're gonna be hearing all the time underneath the conversation, but as well at the end there's gonna be a clean version of the whole thing uninterrupted, so you'll be able to enjoy and relax.
Yeah, it's the most beautiful meditation, like music, so I hope you're gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, adding this with the things that he says, he's not such a spiritual person, so let's just say it's his own expression of love.
Also, while we were talking, we got a beautiful surprise of the rainy weather, and as we live here on Waiheke Island, we're always very happy when it's raining, because the only water we use is the water we collect from the rain. Why am I mentioning this? It's because you're gonna hear some raindrops behind this beautiful conversation. It's a beautiful background, straight from the nature. So let's go straight to it. Enjoy. Hello, Justin.
Hello.
Hello, Emma. Hello,
Welcome.
Chris.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty calm and curious to share this experience with you guys. Thank you for welcoming me on this podcast.
Thank you for coming. We are very excited.
Nice. Well, for beginning, like we ask everyone, this is an open space where you can introduce yourself. As much or as little as you want, who are you?
So I'm French.
Most important stuff.
Yeah.
Very important.
Yeah, beautiful.
Straight to the point.
Yeah.
I'm a male, 29 years old. This is too vast for me.
If I meet you in an elevator and we have like 1 minute to talk while the elevator goes up, what would you tell me about yourself? What do you do in life? What do you like?
In this kind of situation, I will ask and listen.
Nice.
And that tells a
That's-
lot about you.
But the situation of exposing me is not an usual exercise for me, and I can talk a lot sometime for sure, but just say who you are,
Yeah,
more precise. Maybe it's something more precise.
for sure. That's great. Okay. So then my question for you would be, what do you do in the life right now?
I'm traveling.
You're
in
traveling.
New Zealand,
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
living on my van on Waiheke.
Perfect.
And what I'm doing is I'm experimenting the lifestyle of being homeless and enjoying the freedom and the relativity of this way to live. Experimenting other uncommon difficult to live, like searching for a toilet, searching for a hot shower, searching for a flat place to park the van. You know, like when you have parking, you're like, yes, I can put my home there. So it's like a brand new way to consider that.
Yeah, we feel you.
And and adapting with the moisture, with like all the different unusual things that I have to keep in mind, like the fuel, the state of my car. So it's really interesting way and to move with the house. It's quite amazing, like you're at the front of the seats and you're like, okay, I stop there, and you open the door behind you and woof, you are on your house with all the food and stuff. So it's pretty convenient. And whereas I'm experimenting, so I'm experimenting generally my creativity a lot through music, through the carpentry. So I'm on a few different projects and doing busking. I'm playing the hangpan with friends in some supermarkets, markets. Trying to use all my different skills and training my mind to handle different emotions, to learn even deeper myself and finding a way every time to to find my calmness, and my serenity, and to be tuned on the present, and take things easy.
Sounds incredible.
Yeah, so funny when you speak about the van. For me, it's always this. Once you've lived in a van, you know how nice it is to have a desk and a bed and, I don't know, hot shower, you know? Gives you such a perspective.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
But you also understand how incredible it is to have like a house wherever you go, and you're at home, you're everywhere.
Yep.
That's the best part.
Yeah, but I remember when I was in France and watching a documentary around the guy who was living on his car. I was like, I'm so sad for this guy.
I was like this as well.
What the fuck? Yeah, you are reduced to live like that. That's, wow, that's so hard.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, yeah, but if your comfort can be like that low, you can accept like such an discomfort, kind of. Like it's so nice, such a good experience, like a really low cost experience, and experiencing freedom and just.
And your van is fantastic, really.
Thank you.
I love it. And you build it yourself, huh?
Yay! Yeah, it's so just beyond my environment. It's
Your baby, eh?
Crazy.
That's best. Yeah, but I agree with you. I also had this idea like, oh, it's so sad to live in a car, and I feel like now my parents are watching me in this way, because if you don't try, you don't understand. Of course, it's normal. But I understand what you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay. It reminds me, really recently, I was talking with my half brother, and he's an advocate, and he has quite like a common way to live. And when I told him that I was living on my van, and sometime going to the bin, doing the
recycling.
Yeah, recycling.
He like few days after he was like, okay, Justin, I don't know if that was the secret communication with me, but if you're in difficulty, you can ask me for money. So, no, it's all good now. I'm taking care of myself. I know what I'm getting from what I'm eating. I'm not eating rubbish stuff like pasta. No, it's good. I don't have any health issues, and just experimenting. I mean, wow, I've never thought about living like that, like living without spending any money. Like for 3 weeks, I've been doing that. And that was, wow, you need like a certain, you have to be rigorous, like going at certain hours to some place, collecting the food and stuff, but it's like super satisfying too. And and I can understand all the people living with this style. And after that, it's so funny to just go into a house. Yeah, fuck, there's so much space for nothing. Like, I should put a shelf here, like optimizing everything to like. And here, like home, it gives another opportunity to consider the space and what do I really need, and what is necessary, and it's really growing, life-changing experience.
Yeah. Also, I have this thing when I go to the supermarket and I'm looking at all the stuff, like, I'm not gonna buy bread, I'm just gonna go collect it when, it gets thrown away or whatever. So it's super hard to buy anything. I'm like, no, I can get this for free, why would I pay, It's super another experience.
Yeah, Waiheke is a good place to live. So much places where you can grab a free food.
I'm interested for you, how has it been? Because I know that you've done some education, you can talk about it or not, but how was for you experience of formal education and working in the system, and then traveling? Formal as in the school, high school, university, stuff like this, and working in a job that's like 9 to 5, and now that you're here, you maybe like have more free time, you do when you want, or even the job is more flexible when you have it or you don't have it, the way you live now more freely. So how was your traveling experience so far versus the
way that I was living in France?
Exactly.
Oh, but sorry, before that, can you just tell us how long are you traveling for now?
From September 2019.
Almost 2 years.
Oh, that's like me. Oh, you also came there. Nice. So you came to New Zealand straight?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Nice.
So that was Yeah, super different. So first in France, when I was in my group of friends, I have like a crazy traveler. He has like his parents, French pilot from a French company,
Ooh.
so he can go everywhere
For free.
for nothing like
Yeah,
5% of the price of a ticket.
Oh.
And traveling like raw, like in growth way, like he don't has any guide and he just like buy a motorcycle and drive in Vietnam, Cambodia, like everywhere in the world. And on my side I was like, wow, this is so cool, but I would not do that. For me, like traveling is kind of when you want to run away from your situation, when you are like just exhausted and you're like, fuck it, okay, I stop everything, fuck this world and just go somewhere else. So for me that was like people who are not grounded, who are just like desperate and crazy, because you are going out of the system, you lose time on your professional career. Like I was really like on the system, and so I was living an easy life, living in different flat house with many friends, and so being like educator, and so that was quite easy structure. Like I wasn't spending that much money, and social worker, so with heaps of social interaction and enjoying that so far. Even if I would say that for on 6 years of working, the first 4 years were really cool. After that I've been to the college, and I was more in the side of the policeman than the side of the educator, found the one of entertaining kids and make them learning things. I passed from that to, okay, no guys, you have to follow the rules, and accepting that with the same kids. That was tough. And but like having like every time the same amount of money going to the bank account and saving money, and that was the structure was there. I was just having to wake up at the right time and going to the work and doing the work, coming back and joining my friends and doing that, and finding my stability on it. And but like the shift has been what I was saying to kids was, okay, it's really on my way to educate them was to give them like the consciousness of where the rules are from, and to like consider the needs of the system to be respected. Then you can create your own rules, then you can free yourself from this and create your own structure, and to make them independent of the movement of the system, to create a strong mind, and also to with the consciousness of something. The world's gonna collapse in different way. I don't know yet how, but they have to be clear-minded and to find a way to be really adaptable and not get crazy because of the move of the destructuration. And I was having in my mind like, okay, I need to know how to adapt myself to movement happening on the world, and I need to learn how to speak English, because I was unable to speak English for it. I was like horrible at high school, and
that's a very French thing, no?
Yeah, kind of, maybe, yes. And so learning English and learning skills where I can use them anywhere in the world at any moment. So getting more involved into my carpentry skills, like my handyman parts, and being curious with the massage, because I was just giving simple massage to my friends. And so I was like, okay, I arrived at one point where my flat house was going to the end. I wasn't with my job was stopping at the same time, I wasn't committed into a new relationship. I was like, okay, and I was having enough money to travel. And thanks to the friend that I've been talking about just previously, I've been the year before to Mongolia, and that was half hard, half amazing, and it's opened my eyes and planted a seed inside of me of wow.
You were doing a very wild trip.
There's something to do out of my world, and that was intense. And it gave me also the opportunity to think, oh, I can travel. Then I was like, okay, where do I want to go? And so English country, safe, with an European structure, where I can hike, and where people are friendly. Like, fuck that, New Zealand.
Simple. Nice.
So I arrived in September, and that was tough. I arrived in a place where the guy has tattoo "fuck the world" on his arms.
You're working with him, or
huh?
You are working with him or staying with him?
No, I was woofing in his place.
Can you tell us what's woofing? Maybe somebody doesn't know.
So woofing is it's kind of you live in a place where you are fed and you can sleep for some work, and usually it's on a farm, but there that was more. I was on his garden. It was more like an epics, but he was on the woofing stuff anyway. And I passed like at least 3 weeks, 2 weeks there, and that was not enjoyable at the start. That was kind of fun. It's not black and white, but I was feeling okay. I am on a city where it's like it's a modern city. I don't feel New Zealand. They're just speaking English, so it's annoying, and I'm not having any new experience. It's just harder, and I was the opposite side of the world without any support, physical support. So that was quite intense, and I wasn't going out of the house much. I was doing the job and speaking with him, and he was fun. He's an educator, really nice guy, like a smart guy, but like wow.
Fuck the world.
Yeah, that was so funny, and he's been trying to have like nice and deep discussion, but I wasn't able to connect with my English at the moment. And I received like 3 different calls from Wahiki of like someone of my mates and friends were saying, okay, I have family there, you can contact them. Then arriving in New Zealand, my sister said, okay, I have my best friend in Germany who are their nephew who is working in a restaurant in Wahiki. So like second time I was like, oh okay, let's have a look to that. I've been contacting him, you can come anyway, and I've been like to the site of roofing, and I received like an invitation of someone living on Wahiki saying, I like your profile, so if you would like to come to Wahiki, we can host you for 1 week.
It was like universe calling you.
Like Wahiki was like, come here, and I went there, and like already on the ferries I was like I was crazy listening music and dancing on the roof and watching like just the water. I'm not used to be around water at all. And found many things. This is more factual, but I've been facing like many different situation of difficulties, like working in France you have a contract, you are paid every time the same amount. Here it's like you are paid with the hours, and so sometimes the boss was like, okay, I don't have work for you today, just okay, well, so I'm not earning money. And I was like, I passed through so many anxiety with the money, like getting aware of how I was not facing that because of the continuous money coming anyway. But there, that was like, okay, if I am not on a good situation, if I'm not like in a good health and I don't have work, I don't have money, but I'm traveling and I am on my own, so that was tough. Also with how old I am, I was facing like for really long. I just get rid of that a few months later. But yeah, just thinking, in fact, Justin, you are 29. Like if you want to come back to your country and get involved into a nice professional career, there is many doors who start to be closed from 30. So you should come back to France. And so every time that I was having bad mood, I was like, fuck, I just want to come back to France. And when I was on this moment, like I was dreaming, but I did this dream for 3 months of I am dreaming that I'm in France and desperate of this choice of coming back to France with a wish to be in New Zealand. But like getting crazy of why I've been doing that and
I
suffering
had the same
hard.
dream, yeah.
And
But just in Slovenia.
Yeah, I had the same.
but being like conscious of my no, it's okay. You're in New Zealand. Waking
When
up,
you wake up, yeah.
yes, I did the right choice. And but yeah, many different process that I shouldn't be able to reach if I was still in France and living this life, and getting more and more mature of that. And other experiences how easy and open is New Zealand, because it's like not that involved compared to France. It's like only 3 million people and it's a young country, so many things are quite not that already effective. So coming from France with the education of yeah, I can also say that in France I did like 2 years of medicinal studies. I am biologist. Yeah, I can say that also about who I am. Part of me, huh? And anyway, like found like I really enjoy to be super effective and to find the way to do things with the smartest way to do it. And so being with this way of mind in New Zealand, every time that was like super easy to find jobs and having people liking me, because it's kind of my own master when I'm working and I'm fucking hard on me. So usually if I am satisfied, they are like, whoa, and if I'm not satisfied, no, it's good. Really, this is good for you? So I've been practicing that and having like that much freedom, but there was some time lost. Like to keep the mind strong and be like, no, it's okay. You're not anymore on the French structure. You're a traveler, so things are not made for you to be stable and easy. You have to keep on the flow, to stay on the flow, being strong and conscious. Otherwise, you are drained. You are like sucked on the on your end. So it's really nice practice to face that. And yeah, what else? Yeah, about the fact that it's like a young country, and even like coming in Waheke, which is for me like the France of 50 years ago, where everything is like just growing, starting, where anything is possible. So to work as a builder, to be recognized as a builder, I found to explain, like in France, builder is like it's not nice job, not well recognized. Here in New Zealand, that's like builder, fuck yes.
With all the jobs like plumber or whatever you do physically here, it's very appreciated. Even you get paid a lot.
Yeah.
Back in Europe, it's always stigmatized, not paid a lot.
People are proud about what they do here, and they will tell you a lot. Look, I'm a builder, I'm a mechanic. Where back home, a lot of times people would be like, oh yes, I'm a mechanic, and watching down to the floor.
Yeah, it's like
yeah, it's amazing.
so like in France I was social worker, which is not well recognized, and here builder, oh yeah, you're a builder, oh fuck yes. Okay, interesting. And also like I've been creating my own style of massage, and practicing it and being recognized for that, and it's part of my journey. like going into festival and just giving massage, earning the money for the next festival, and having the food for free, sharing with the food truck, and having connection through the massage, and discovering a lot of things. So it's like a whole playground for me to travel. Like, wow, so much wisdom coming from all those experience. And yeah, sometimes I was like, okay, anyway, I want to come back to France, but here, it's like if I can give the picture, like, you know, Dragon Ball Z, when they are like, okay, you have to fight this boss, but you are not strong enough, so we are going to a room where it's out of space, and here it's like 1 year, it's 1 second on the real world, so you are going to be 10 seconds out of the world, but it's like 10 years of practice. Anyway, it's like, okay, here in New Zealand I can go like so fast into the learning because of how accessible is the experience and how open is it to be received.
And you're so open to receive it.
Yeah.
Because back home you were probably stuck in the system, kind of. Because I feel very much what you're saying. Like, I also have all of this. Like, I want to go home, oh my god, my school, my education, my normal life. But then here, exactly what you're saying, here life is teaching you so much for all this experience, much more than you could ever learn back home. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like facing those, I like to call them those software, those like society or education software inside of you who are like rolling you in time of difficulty. Like as I told you, when I was like tired and a bit lost, I was like, okay, I have to come back to France, I have to make money. I was like, fuck, where is this from? Why do I need money if I feel in difficult situation? Like, oh, and this is like so heavy in my mind. Like, I really want to make money. Like, oh, hey, just slow down. Why do I need? Why? And the same, why do I want like a job to be like to earn more money? If it's me, no. Having more money, at one point I've been experimenting life with like 200 on my bank account when I was sometimes difficult during the travel, and at one point I was with 10,000, and that wasn't that different at least. But when I was without money and I was watching someone, like a friend was on her bank account and it was like 7,000, so I was like, wow, she's so with so easy. And when I've been like with this amount of my account, I was like, okay, that's cool, I have money on my bank accounts, but this is not the main experience that I want to have. Like, if I don't feel well, I shouldn't try to have the direction of making money. I have to find other energies, like I need to grow, because where I'm going, sometimes I can't use the money, so I need to upgrade my skills, I need to upgrade my ability to enjoy anything around me, and I need to ground me. That's my needs, not having the money. Money is like fake on this way. And accepting to face these difficulties. Okay, I will go really deep into, okay, what's coming out of, okay, just you need money, and like merging inside of me, like, okay, what's the root of this software? And being gentle with that also, because it's a part of me, but is it useful? Yes, no? Which quantity I'm using to listen this software? Is it worth it? Yes, no? No? Okay. So let's stop to be directed by it and to find other things who can feed me, instead of the money, and to act differently, to listen like even deeper my needs. So yeah, that's one of the multiple learning that I've got, and also the COVID situation. Like the craziness of the moment, like when I was at the work and like my boss was like, okay, the COVID is happening and the plans gets cancelled everywhere in the world, and I was like, fuck, there is only like 10 flights to come back in France with crazy price, and I was like, do I want to do? And like I've been facing the real responsibility of myself, the real choice of this is out of any other experience from the past, from anyone else. I have to collect my own information and process it by myself and making the decision. It's not like, yeah, Justin, if you want, you can do this, you're gonna have that. If you do this, you're gonna have that. Any choice. No, it's like, you do this and we don't know what's gonna happen, or you do this and we don't know what's gonna happen. And
It's
this
like real
is,
life, yeah.
that's the real responsibility.
And there's
of
no
my
group of
life.
friends who's doing the same, and let's do it all together. So if at least we got each other, it's still just you.
Yeah.
At the end.
So that's another of all those learning. Like, fuck, I've never been really responsible of myself. I've been following different possibility, but I've been following different corridor. And they're like, poof, oh, okay, this is making real choice.
These are such a strong topics, like what you touched, money and taking care and responsibility of yourself. I think we all have like so many crazy ideas that the society put in us around money and everything. And for me, I found it hard to break free as well sometimes. But yeah, more that you're here, easier it gets.
It's also interesting to see how you can actually take something like money that you know what your relationship was with when you were in France, and now you see it. So you can see how you've grown or what your path has been like. Okay, so you take one thing that's stable, and then you see, okay, now I see it totally differently, or my feeling about it is so much more easy, or whatever it is, like you were talking, like transcending this reliance on or idea of having more and more money for something, retirement or house or whatever, just like you are calm with how is. Maybe you don't have money, but just this relaxed feeling about it. I think that's a sign of a huge growth, a big spiritual path that you've taken.
Yeah, it's like it's free the mind. And also, to lose some stable things, you recognize them, you can bring your consciousness on it. I'm earning money, I will never face any issues with, okay, I'm not earning money. It's like simple thing like that, but that was intense, very intense. And same, like if I have any health issues, like French health care is like so nice. Here it's not the same.
So nice.
Like there's many things free in France.
Yep.
Here, no?
Yep.
So again, like the fear of the cost of the things and being like, oh, like no, just live your life, keep your mind clear, stay in the present, find the way to release your anxiety and work on yourself. You are the best investment of your life.
Wow, that's a nice quote. You're the best investment of your life.
I think we got the title.
That's really good. Wow, I love it.
Yeah, when I realized that, fuck yes. No, I've been also like stuck on the. I was having like teeth issues, and being like, okay, if I come back to France, it's free. Here, it's gonna cost me like 2,000. I was like, holy shit, no, it's like just better to wait, come back to France, can do it. And I've been like living 1 year with that. So 1 year with enough money to fix my teeth here, but not doing it because of the money.
But you know what? It's a funny thing when you say that, because teeth energetically this is actually our ability to take action, to take choices, to decide and take action about them. And then you are deciding whether to do the teeth or whether not, and you didn't choose something and do the action, you were just deciding. So this is the energetically, teeth are responsible for that. So they get bad if you don't want to take action about your choices. It's like an ironic circle.
It's just I was realizing that I wasn't taking care of me with this way of thinking. Like, I'm the best investment. Like, I need to have a good health before having money on my bank account. What the fuck? Like after doing that, I was like, oh, okay, it cost me like 1,500
Oh, but you did it?
to do all the things on
Yeah.
my mouth, and but I was like,
Oh, but that's great. Good.
Yeah.
Nice.
yeah. Then coming back, yeah, because kind of that's all the things who happened in March. Was okay, do I want to stay in New Zealand, come back in France? And I've got like many signs of just stay here, okay? Like even my mother told me, I will feel safer for you if I know you in New Zealand than in France. Oh,
It's
even
amazing
my
to hear.
mother.
Yeah.
That is beautiful to get
And
this support.
yeah, and she's quite anxious mother. And yeah, having that and okay, if I want to stay in New Zealand, what give me the joy to be in New Zealand? And on the opposite way, when do I want to come back in France? When I'm tired, when I'm in pain. Okay, so we'll get rid of this pain, and I will take care of my health. Then I can have clear mind. Okay, when I'm healthy, what do I want to do? I want to stay in New Zealand and I want to express myself here. I want to continue to create and to explore all the things who are like close to me. And yeah, I want to stay in New Zealand and okay, I will get 30 in New Zealand. Yeah, but in fact there is no but anymore. I was really anxious of staying too long in New Zealand because of the thing of fuck, I am throwing my life.
Yeah.
I'm putting difficulties on my future because I'm doing that. And I was also like but I'm creating things in France. Like, why am I thinking that I will have an easier life? Why I'm thinking that I will earn more money there? Why? And I'm like, yeah, I'm just creating something safe in my mind. Like, okay, if here I'm in difficult, France it's easy, so okay. But this is like fake. I'm not facing the real situation. Why am I in difficult in New Zealand? Like I have to work on myself to enjoy my life anywhere I am, because my present is my reality. So I have to make my present good for me, like joyful and nourishing and other things, because I can act here right now, and I know that I can do that here. Friends, yeah, I have different projects there, but I don't know for sure. So like a lot of projection. But this is not the right time. That it goes well also.
We touched upon a lot of beautiful things, really. Especially this realizing that learning and going deep in yourself is actually what life is, not doing some path, that we are being told to do. Which I think is one of the only stories that all the travelers have in common. Just this, we were talking with Josh the same thing. We're learning by living, not by doing some job over and over every day. It's just being present in life and seeing where it gets us. Even in the job, that's all good, but not taking it as a must, but as an opportunity and learning experience.
Yeah, and I found a lot of wisdom and a lot of inspiration in your words, because for me I had quite similar experience as yours, because I didn't finish my studies, and always I'm asking myself, should I go back and do it? And you said it so nicely. Every time you feel bad, you want to go back, because it's the safe spot. It's the spot where society will accept you as a normal, as whatever. But it is what you choose to do when you're bad, when you're feeling bad, that will then define. It's crazy. You said it really nicely. So thank you. You're also inspiring me.
You're welcome. Nice. Well, I think I know you primarily as a builder. So at first I met you, then I hugged you for 2 minutes, and then I think I knew that you were a builder. So maybe you can tell us your story. Also, you're here on the builder visa, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of your profession, quotes. But yeah, basically tell us why you started, why you do it still, and what it represents to you. The carpentry. So carpentry is working with wood, for anyone doesn't know this term yet. So any woodwork or building or creation with use of tools and the material around you.
Mm.
And on top of that, I would like to know what would be your perfect project. Which project would you work on for free and for hours and hours, and at the end you would put it in on your CV and then you can die?
So yeah, back in France, I had the pleasure and the luck to have a grandmother really into handyman things, and she realized that I was quite enjoying to do that, and like my first things has been to create a bow with arrows, and the arrows made by paper. It's been like, wow, I can create that. That is amazing. And I was like 5 years old, and at 6 years old I was creating like elastic pistol guns with my cat as a target, and like creating plenty of different weapons, and I step up to do like house trees, and the last one I was 18, and it was like 5 stairs linked with like stairs, something with like a string where at the very top, like 8 meters, you can just jump to the grounds, and there is on the opposite way like a certain amount of wood who is quite the same weight as me, so I was just having kind of elevator to go down and go up.
Nice.
And when I start to do my first flat house, like it was a big house and we were having not any furnitures, and as we are gamers, we need a table.
Desk.
And that was the second
LED.
project. Yeah, nearly. In fact, the first project was just having a kitchen table. We are not with money, and to have just a table, and because previously that was just like a horse with like shit, boards on it, like super unstable for like 10 or so friends. I was like, fuck, I can do something. And the first thing that I've been doing has been a table, and that was like a bar table, like high, like 1 meter 20, and that was a complete improvisation with a friend of me, and we were alone on this house with my sound system with like a crazy sound, and we built the table upside down, so at the very end we were not knowing how it was gonna be. Then when we turned up the table, we were like, holy shit, this is amazing, like holy shit. And I remember the music, and I still have this music on my phone, and I only listen it when I want to remember this moment. We were like, wow, like this is such a powerful tool to be able to create something, and that was an amazing table. So I start like that to do like furnitures. Then the second one has been to do a gamer table, so a long one where 6 players can be, with like integrating LEDs and like a multi-plug on it, and with like green and dark graphic. Every time I want to do something useful, and I want to add something, I want to add a challenge to it. And every time the challenge is creativity. Okay,
everything you do is beautiful, I must say, with mandalas and
Thank you.
paintings and different like patterns all across whatever it is.
It's so cool. And the thing is, like, what I love into the carpentry is just the way of solving problems. It's like, okay, which picture I have in my mind, what I want to do. I need a table to have food on it. Okay, first, really simple. How high I want it? Do I want like a common one, or something for cushion? How high I want it, and how big I want it. So I just create the form in my mind, and the next, okay, how can I make it solid? Then like just being like realistic mind of, okay, there is like the feet of the table, but the feet has to be solid too, so which structure can I create around it, and just trying different things, or just having a look to what is already done, and doing this really simply, going to the goal and not to fancy things. Then once I have the picture in my mind, the third dimensional representation, I can add like creative points of okay, how can I make it look cool? And every time it has been like that, and it pushed me to challenge me to do more complex things. But every time, first it has to be handy. That's the main things. Then it has to be creative. It's not creative then handy. Otherwise, like it's going anywhere. So yeah, I was doing furniture, then desk, gamer desk. Then friends were asking, "Hey, can you do my gamer desk?" Fuck yes, I love that. And that the shelves in on my bedroom, I've been creating everything, like my desk, my shelves, the bedding, underneath the bedding, and with recycling wood mainly, like pallets. And really involved into that. And when I arrived in New Zealand, I was with the wish to stop being educator, but like practice my massage and practice my handyman. And I find like my my first job was really funny. When I arrived into Weheke, I was okay. I need a bike and I need a job. And I've been to a bike shop and I've been asking for a bike, and the guy was like, "Are you French?" Yes, I'm French. If you remember, I was really bad to speak English. And so we've been speaking about the bike, and okay, I want a high bike because I'm told, I've this bike, no one is tall enough to have it, so this is perfect for a fucking nice bike. And I asked, "Do you know any carpenter on the island?" "Yeah, I know heaps." "Okay, because I'm a carpenter and I'm searching for a job." And say, "Yes, and I'm searching for a carpenter. Do you want to work for me?" Fuck yes.
Nice.
So I was having my bike and my first job. Then I've been doing the furnitures on his area. And on the same, on parallel, I was watching the communal, the Weheke Community Board, the work, and I knew also from the guy living on Weheke that builders are really they are good, wealthy people. And I was like, wow, builders, can I be builders? Okay, I'm gonna try. And from that, so I've been doing carpentry for this guy. Then I discovered that I was underpaid. So I was like, okay, so I know that I have the skill, I can be like professional. So let's have a look. And I've been hired by someone paying me more, still doing the carpentry but more like precise. And I got an offer on the work as labor, and I've been doing like 2 weeks of that, and that was super nice. And straight away I felt that the guy with whom I was working every time was showing me the job to do, really simple, but he was doing it every time roughly. And at one point I was like, yeah, let me try that please, because I was like, no, please don't do the first part, because the second part is just harder, because the first part you're doing is not good enough for me. And so I was like already creating my my area of self-learning and getting more and more effective. And okay, why I'm doing that, how can I make it as fast as possible but good. And at the same time I was speaking to a French carpenter who was working on the island, and listening myself talking about the starting body jump that I was doing. He was like, oh fuck yes, in fact Justin, I would love you to work with me, and I'm gonna go out of Weheke, if I'm gonna leave New Zealand, and I'm happy to like be around you for 3 weeks. Then I give you my tool belts, and yeah, that's it. But I was going to the festival, so it's not happened. But what he did, and that was crazy, is just before I decided to leave to Weheke, I was in a party and he contacted me, and he told me, okay Justin, I just had an accident, I'm in the hospital right now, and so I can't work anymore for my boss, so I gave you the contact and I've been recommending you, so he is keen to receive your call whenever you want to work for him. I was like, fuck dude, you're in the hospital, you got an accident and you're thinking about me? Like, wow, thank you. I don't. He gave me like maybe 2 little jobs, like painting for a friend of him and all the things to do installation, and people were happy with what I was doing. And so yeah, that was wow, such a nice push But I left anyway, Waiheke, for doing my going to self-frequency where I've been doing the massage, and coming back on the island, like in January, I was searching for different job and feeling like bad to contact this boss because I've not been contacting him at all, and it was already like 2 weeks. I was like, okay, fuck it, and searching for different job, and every time that was like, oh, sorry, we already find someone, oh yeah, now we contact you, like opposite side of before to self-frequency, where everyone was like, yeah, Justin, we can hire you, we have a job, blah, blah, blah. It's like, fuck that. And I was like, okay, why I'm judging myself calling this boss? Just do it. Contact him. Yeah, Justin, I remember you. This guy told me about you. Yeah, I'm keen for to work. You can come on site tomorrow morning at this address. Nice. Holy, whoa!
That's so easy.
Yes. And I went there without my tool belt, which is like a crime for a builder. So I went there, and the guy in charge of this site was watching me and said, oh, you are searching for work? Yes, okay. You have your tool belt? No. Okay, I can't offer you any work if you don't have your tool belt. So go to Placemaker and buy your tool belt. And I went there, I got nice tool belt with everything who has to go inside. And I started the work, and I was like super happy. And I got like a nice team. For the first time I've been working with a young guy, he was 26, and who was like super into being effective, which is not regular for me, for my experience working with travelers or working with Kiwi. That was like really like pushing me to get better and better. And I've been able to negotiate a really nice contract with the boss because he was searching for someone, and I've been showing him what I've been working on, and I said that I was carpenter. So I was just with a tool belt, and I was having already a nice pay, and yeah, like that was really interesting how easy at least it's been to get into the job, because in fact you need to be handyman. Like, yeah, you are way more efficient when you've been doing the studies. So depend. In fact, if you are motivated and into it, you can do anything, and if you're passionate, even more. And they appreciate that. And I was like super motivated and learning super fast, and like tending to do everything good and fast. So this is what they want. And yeah, so I found my corporation, and I've been working for them for 8 months, and they've been sponsoring me. And so yeah, that's my story with the carpentry. And I have a 3 years visa, high skill visa. But yeah, I start doing my little tables, and now I'm building houses. So that's quite cool. And yeah, but everything is about motivation, trusting you, and enjoying the experience of working as an experience of self-growing. And if you enjoy your job, but not enjoying the job for the job, but just being like, okay, I want to learn, I want to understand how it works. Then you are studying, and they are giving you money for studying, and you are like, this is a win-win. If you are not working for the money, you know how to use the system properly. And yeah, using your intelligence, discovering how really way more clever we are, and the potential that we have if we trust us. Because like, you know, in France there is like certification, everything has to be certificated. So I shouldn't be able to give any massage, I shouldn't be able to build houses. But here I am, and I've been recognized to be good at that. So really interesting.
Incredible. And the project?
Oh, the project? Like the one where it's doing all the inside of a house. First, yeah, like a solar installation, self-sufficient house, ecologic, maybe under the ground, and in the inside, like everything made by me, with really, really zen and modern style, really warm, really handy. Everything has to be super well thinking and just easy. And people getting there feel good straight away and feel welcome, feel warm. So that's the atmosphere that I want to create. And after that, I don't know exactly. Anything coming from this mind will be my project, and I can work a lot for that. And just recently I discovered a new technique where you burn the wood and you polish it, then you put paint on it and give crazy touch, like colorful. Modern and colorful, it's amazing. And of course, LEDs, sound system, mandala, that the win combination. Anywhere you go and there is this, you can just dive into the music.
Me, I actually want to know a bit more how you perceive the stuff that you do, because I know what you do and I know how you do it. I would like to ask you about the massage, for example, because I believe this is one thing that's in the stories you tell me. It's always the most powerful thing, the most spiritually advanced thing that you do in your life. And I'd like to know, like, how does it look? I mean, what do you do, how it came to be, but also why you do it, what it gives you, how you perceive it. This connection through massage, because you don't do physical massage. Yeah, you touch people, but it's the energetic massage in the essence of it.
So how to start with like precise things is, first I am scientific. I am observing things and collecting information, then making like rational way to think. And I don't, for me, I will not use, and the spirituality is something, it's a different topic. But we can speak about spirituality at one point also.
Of course.
But it's not like a spiritual, there is a divine inside of me or whatever. It's like, no, I'm doing this with conscious. Anyway, to the topic. So, my history with the massage. Wow. I like to share that because for me, anyone can be here, can be master. So it's really important to make people aware of that. And from where I start and from where I am. It can be inspiring. And so when I start, when I was a kid, sometimes was just giving massage randomly on the shoulders of the family. I had some sharing massage with my mother when I was around like 8, 9. But that was also with my partners. Once I've been 20 years old, I discovered a brand new group of friends who were like, they are in my heart. They are my family, and one of them has been working inside of me to like accept to hug people. And you know myself now, it works well, huh? And just to accept to hug like a friend and to pass like this confused thing of hug a man is gay, and I'm not comfortable with that, and it's a work that I realized that afterwards, like hugging my father was like super not comfortable for me, like okay, so now I'm working on my dad and on myself, and from that I was more confident to just take care of my friends and giving massage to them. And I was having, I'm in a team of gamers, so most of the time they are on the computers, on the chair, and so when I wasn't playing with them, sometimes I was enjoying to just give massage, and on the wish to raise attention, to like listen how they were. I was just trying things random and listening how they were reacting, like okay, I'm doing that. It's painful. Okay, maybe I shouldn't do that. So I just, this is super cool. So okay, this movement is interesting. So let's try another friend, and like building different movements, who was like helping them to get rid of tensions. and from that going to parties where at one point drinking alcohol give me like warm hands, and I'm like fuck that, I'm activate, like I want to give massage, and I was like catching a friend, putting the friend on the chair, okay, even at the start that was that, and at one point they were like watching me like, okay, when is Justin, okay Justin, can I have a massage? So like I was
Bringing you alcohol.
maybe, I don't know, maybe
Now you understand what was going on.
and yeah, just starting with a friend of me, and people love watching me, and like, okay, can I have a massage after that? Yeah, whatever. And I was like having like 2 hours of massage with like random people, and that was like super enjoyable. And but without any, I've never been learning any precise technique. It's just like, yeah, feeling the muscles and feeling where the tensions are, and yeah, like really listening how the body is reacting to know, okay, if it's tense like that on my fingers, okay, if this movement will help, and like testing every time on different persons, then building like a list of different movements who's been efficient, and so it pushed me to be like super present doing the massage, and every time adapting myself to the person receiving it. So like, yeah, like in New Zealand they told me that, okay, I'm not doing Reiki, but I'm healing with my presence. It's a part of the what's happened during the massage. And so I was doing that on parties, and I get sometime like crazy like reaction, like sometime they are like maybe 3 months before I left France, I was in a party and I gave a massage to the friend of anyway, like, and this girl was receiving my massage, and she entered into like a really deep trance, unusual, and she was even like caressing my hand. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I'm not doing anything sexual, but she's in such a and I can understand what was happening at this time. Like I was touching her sensuality, who wasn't triggered at all from a long time. That was like, and anyway, and having my friends think, fuck yes, Justin, your massage are really cool, and going to New Zealand, and arriving to Weheke, arriving to this little community, the mystery school. I've said to everyone, like, okay guys, I really appreciate to give massage, so you are welcome to ask me for massage. And practicing, I realized that for everyone, I was at one point arriving to one same structure of movement, one combination, where I was reaching the true release. Like, if on this movement I have this reaction of the body, it's win. Like I've been able to relieve the tensions. And I was like, wow, I am actually discovering that I have a technique created from the organic way to give the massage. And everyone has the same reaction on these points. And I'm like, wow, that's something. I was proud, you know, like,
yeah,
fuck,
course,
yes.
Of course, yeah.
and hey, just giving massage to some friends, and what has been really like life-changing with my massage has been my first festival in New Zealand, Twisted Frequency, where I was in a particular state of consciousness at one point on the party, and I gave a massage to someone. Like, I was on the dance floor and I saw someone aside sitting down with like the hair going like on the floor. Like, I wasn't able to see the face of this person on the floor. I was like, oh, I want to give this person a massage. I was like, fuck, this is so weird. How me, if I was sitting down and someone is coming behind me, touching my shoulders, I would react like, oh, what's happening? And I was like, fuck no. Just, I have so much like tenderness for this person, like so much kindness that, yeah, I just want to spread that. And I arrive, so behind this person, just putting my hands like with such a beautiful intention, and this person just like moved just a bit the head, but not enough to see me, just like reaction, reflex, and nothing else. And I start to give this person a massage, and I receive like such a beautiful reaction of the body, like the movement of the muscle, how, so she was a woman, she's a woman, and like how the serene point of this person, like the movement, how she was allowing me to move her neck, move her shoulder, the reaction of the muscles. And I was like having thoughts coming into my mind, and I was actually reading a part of her through the way that she was receiving my massage. And I don't know for how long I've been doing that, but at the end I just stopped, and I said, okay, I don't know why, but I saw this inside of you, this, and you should be careful about that, and maybe this is super useful for you to know this. And at the end, like she's been watching me, I saw her face for the first time, and she was like, holy shit, this is so true what you just said. Whoa. And she was confused and amazed, and me, I was like, what the fuck is that? And I was like, such a beautiful energy on my body, and wow, okay, let's find someone else. And
let's read minds.
And so before giving massage to this girl, I met a French, and we were talking already about the massage. And I said to her, okay, next time I'm coming to you, please accept to receive the massage. So after giving the massage to this woman, I was like, okay, let's find this girl. And I find her. I was like, okay, do you feel ready to receive a massage? And she was, okay, let's go. And I've gave her the massage, and that was like such an amazing experience for me. Like, I've been diving that deep inside of her that I was like communicating with her inside reality, and like having like so much energy coming, like so much feelings through my hands. And at the end of the massage, I was like, wow, what's happened is just like next step of life experimenting. And I've been asking her, okay, how was that for you? And she was like, yeah, that was great. I was like, what? That was just great. I mean, holy shit. Okay, I have to tell you my experience. And I start to explain everything that I've been feeling from her. And in fact, I start to read her life. Like I was feeling all the different I was understanding her personality, where she was at this point of her life, which difficulty she was facing, what she was searching for, what trauma she's got on her life. And I was reading, and she was like, wow, okay, but you and this, and we were like, and she's also scientific, so we were like really in a scientific way observing what the fuck is going on. And we're like, okay, if you understand that, maybe it's because of that, tac. And but what was really amazing inside of me was it's like I was knowing this girl for 15 years, and she was my best friend. I was like knowing her way to laugh, her humor, her way to walk, like her behaviors, like everything was super familiar. But that was like mind-blowing. Like, I know this girl from 1 hour and a half, but like it's like a life that I know. It's incredible. And on my way back to go to sleep, I was like, okay, what's going on? Like, okay, I don't like if those things, if what I can understand is those intuitions are only on my mind, maybe I'm just like tripping. But the fact that I am right on everything that I am saying make it like real. Like there is reasons for this to happen. There is something inside of me who give me this ability to understand just giving the massage the person. And after like few reflection, I've been like, okay, in fact what's going on is it's like an emotional communication through our bodies. Like the movement of my hands is a question and the reaction of the body is an answer, and I can receive an emotion from that, who is communicating with my emotion, who is communicating with my intelligence emotional, who is communicating with my mind, with my psychological way to process things. So all at once, giving the massage give me the way to understand what's going inside of this person. And I like, fuck yes. Like being an educator, I was learning and teaching kids to connect them with their emotions, and now I've been creating tools to read the emotion of someone and giving me a way to make them opening a space of communication and unusual and really deep communication with even themselves. I'm grounding them. I'm like, okay, you're gonna be on the present with me, and we enter into meditation together and we communicate. And like, wow, that's the power. Okay. And yeah, I've been discovering that, like, wow, this is body talking. Like, this is not bullshit. This is not like a spiritual things of, okay, because of the planets are like that, of the astrology, or blah blah blah, because of your finger on this position. No, it's like, I can understand, and this is clear. There is no magic on that, but like just my presence and my way to listen give me like such a big amount of information that if I'm aware and I am like collecting them and processing those information, I can deduce. I can understand what is that, and wow, that was a journey. And yeah, I have to add something is the day after that. So I was like so touched by the link created with this woman that I was like, wow, I want her to stay on my life. That was so beautiful moment. And the day after, she was like enabled to watch me on the eyes. She was cracked down. She was like, I don't know, like super in a bad mood. And like for 2 days, I've not been having any news, but we were still on the same festival. And in fact, I realized we're talking about that after that. Is when I was reading inside of her, she was for me an open book, but I've been triggering so many things. Like I've been like facing so many things that she wants to hide, or she's not aware of, or she's not comfortable to share this with anyone. And I was, yes, hey, I was just on that. This is true on you, and this is true on you. And even she was like super curious and like giving me energy to continue my process to understand her. That was like hard on her. And I was like, wow, okay. Now I am responsible. Like I reach a quality of massage who give me access to something really private. And I can create this access by my technique without the consentment of this person. So I have to be grounded, to be centered into what I'm doing, because I am passing through protections. And wow, that was like Spider-Man, like
Yeah, with the
big
grip.
power implicates a big responsibility. Okay, yes, yeah, okay, now I get it. So I have to be careful about what I'm doing, and so giving it with love and consciousness and like good intention, because otherwise I can just give a massage to someone, be like, oh, okay, this person's acting like, if I can feel this on this person, okay, how can I use this person for me? I have access to that. It's like whoa. So like, if I can build the technique who reach me who give me the way to read these points, other people can do that. So other people has been already doing that, and people are even doing it. So manipulation can happen from people being saying, okay, I'm a healer, but what they are really doing with their practice, okay, because for me, everyone can reach this point of quality of massage if we take the time, the consciousness, the presence, and if we learn from it, if we observe, and we like, okay, this is good, this is not good, and tac. Everyone can create their own massage, and at one point we reach like in the other layer of communication, a communication where people are not really aware of, and if you are aware of this, you can read what is like the trueness of this person without their consciousness that you are reading it. They can't really block you, in fact, because they're not conscious of this layer of communication.
Dangerous play.
And it's like passing by the protections, the mind. In fact, like I'm passing by the mind, and like I'm communicating with the body without the consentment of the mind, kind of. And the other question that I've been like answering really late about is how in fact I'm able to access that deep inside of this person. And I've been, so it's been like this this year, like, wow, you don't need the historic, but what I've been realizing is like the next step of, okay, what I'm doing and why I'm doing that is, okay, I'm communicating with the emotions, but how I am able to communicate with the emotion of the other one. And I was like, like when I'm giving massage, I am like using my sensibility, and all my emotions are like everything. I give everything to this person. Like I'm loving this person, whatever is this person. I don't care for who they are, but I care of this moment and this exchange. And this gives the opportunity of the other to surround, because we all need someone who take care of us, and to receive care and surround to a care is one of the most amazing way to be healed. And how I can give the opportunity to anyone accepting to having my hands on the shoulders and on the neck is I'm opening this space and going deeper into this process of, okay, what I'm really using is the unverbal communication, what I'm calling the sensuality, and like to be also more precise, like the non-genital sexuality. It's the contact of I can explain that. So I'm opening a big subject right now of realizing, but I will come back to that. So during this summer, I've been like really into giving massage. Like I've been doing seven festivals, and my days,
Wow.
and my days were like, okay, I woke up, I take my chair, I take my sign, and I'm giving massage till it's turned black, and I go dancing and I go to sleep. And I was like just moving with my massage, like creating connections and stuff. And I was like, giving a lot of massage. And so practicing, getting even more aware of what I can feel, why, like accessing more friendly to the body talking, but it's not something where I'm accessing every time. Like sometimes I'm just giving the massage, I'm releasing tension, but nothing comes to my mind. And but knowing that I'm able to do that, like 1.5 years ago, like okay, how can I treat the information? Which state of mind I have to be, like which consciousness I have to get to access to the body talking, and what is in fact truly my question that I'm asking during this movement. And I can give you like an example. Like there is, you can feel already if I am on the shoulders and I am following a muscle, and this muscle will, like, to get the full release of this muscle, the neck should go on the movements because I am like pressing the muscle. If this person is like having the head stuck, like still, okay, this person is within the control, is maybe not trusting me. This person is not maybe aware of their body, the needs of their body. So just this unmovement is giving like tips of understanding what's going on inside of this person. Like just one movement, and just things like that. And you can feel where the body is available to move. Like sometimes you can have finally access to like movements. When I'm saying movements, like where I can press the muscle, like the mobility of this muscle. And sometimes I can have a nice mobility, then the muscle is stopped and I don't have any more access to this movement. So this used to be like a trauma, or like a tension who is not where there is not consciousness. And just that, you can be like, oh, okay, so there is this tension here linked to that. Okay, how can I understand this? It's like I'm not on my mind when I'm giving the massage. I'm first on my hands, and the mind just like collecting the information and treating it, processing it. It's just like, wow, it's super simple. It's just like many layers of process who at the end give like a big picture. And the common way, so at the start I was like, okay, there is a combination of movement who are necessary to have the full release of this person. Then it's full win. In fact, no, there's like 2 points. There's a movement of the muscle at the corner of the shoulders and the neck. And if I press those muscles and they go like, there is a huge mobility. That's the one. That's my goal. In fact, I will every time coming back to those 2 points, doing different things around, but to bring the full release of these points. And I was like, why everyone needs those 2 points to be released? And I was asking myself, maybe that, like a fog, like I'm unable to understand why. And I put this theory in my mind. Okay, what about the connection of this person to their emotion, then their sensuality, how this person is expressing actually their sensuality? And like the fog disappear, like giving me a new step of consciousness of what is going on inside the body. The quantity of history that I've got from that is amazing. Like I will give an example after. But just that, having this in mind, like, wow. So I was just testing that. Maybe it's wrong. Maybe I'm like creating like things in my mind, and maybe I will have like something where like, I don't know, this person's not stuck because of their sensuality. But for now, I don't have any example who is seeing something opposite. Yeah, that was really wow. And so working on those 2 points, I can feel how they are nourishing, using their sensuality. And if someone don't has movement on those points, I know that the consciousness of their body and how they are listening themselves is like that they can do a lot of work. And I have to bring their awareness on that. In fact, every time I've been bringing awareness of, hey guys, You know what is sensuality? No, not really. And sometimes sensuality is like, whoa, what is this guy talking about? It's so good. Sensuality is the language of your emotions, of your body. You know, like when you are dancing and you are just like moving on the rhythm, you are not expressing your sensuality. But if you are moving with the flow with music and your hand is giving the rhythm and you are moving all your body, you are enjoying this so much, you are on your sensuality. And from this sensuality, people can understand you. If I am watching someone dancing, I can feel a lot from someone expressing their sensuality. I can know that they can get rid of control, can get rid of self-judgments. They can free their movement and following something, or like they can be merged on their emotions, so they can receive the emotion and their emotions. But someone just like moving, like just jumping, but nothing else. Okay, this person is judging herself, their self. Not confident with their body, not It's same. Like someone cooking, you know, like someone not putting love on what they are cooking. Okay, I just take a toast, like whatever, or someone like cooking beautiful meal with nice ingredients, with like this is also sensuality. Is anywhere you express kind of your emotions, your love into what you are doing. If you are conscious on what you are doing, you already use your sensuality. So I can feel how they are aware of this when I'm giving the massage, because when you are conscious of your body, you know you can feel the tension, and you want your body to feel good. You want to like get rid of it. So if someone is inviting you to the movement of releasement, fuck yes, let's follow that. And like I have people like they are just like rolling the head and like doing like crazy. They are so open to the movement because they are super conscious of it. And I understand, and it's like a communication. Because at one point, okay, I understand a lot of things from them, from how they react to my massage, but also in a certain way, as this massage has been built by my own, this is completely me. If I am received on my massage, if this person is appreciating my massage, they in fact appreciate who I am. So the body it's like, it's a sharing. They understand me also. They, like, every time, okay, 95% of the time I have people saying, I feel grounded, I feel calm, I feel clear my mind, I feel stable, I feel protected. And this is what I'm sharing with what found my intentions. And in fact, they are in the state of where I am. Because when I'm giving the massage, I enter into meditation. I'm completely present, and I'm giving care, I'm giving protection, because they are like completely vulnerable. If they can access to this vulnerability too. And yeah, I feel centered, I feel grounded, and this is what I'm sharing. So they have a picture of who I am inside of me. If I'm in tension and I want to move, I don't feel comfortable, holy shit, they will feel it. I'm like that open. And many times people were saying, okay, Justin, you should be aware of how giving you are, because you can receive shit from people. You know, you never know how energy are working. And I've been like every time, that's not for me. This is like too spiritual. I don't want to put away, to put my creative mind on that, because I will create this. And from now, I never had any like bad things coming up. In fact, I have this mind of this picture of I'm just such a flow of love, of awareness, of care, that nothing can go on the opposite way than just love and compassion and empathy and everything like beautiful. But if I am in low energy and I'm not really into into giving, this is not really durable. And so yeah, that's such a journey. And bringing the awareness of people about what is sensuality, who is like the unverbal communication of the body, and how we can use it, how we are not aware of it, how it's been in a confused place hidden behind sex. Like I can only express my sensuality with someone with whom I am already intimate, and we used to be only intimate with someone with whom we have sex. So how I am able to express my sensuality is only through sex, but I'm not experimenting this in another way. Maybe I'm not even conscious of my sensuality. So how can I express it at the end through the acts of the sexuality, and how I am received on my sensuality, and how they are receiving, how they are communicating also with my sensuality, and how confusing it is. Like how many times girls said that they've not been received, or they've been used by the man, or like not received on their emotions. And same with men. How are we able to express our emotion through sexuality? Like, in fact, that's my only, like, the common way to abort sexuality is pornographic. Like, it's just so easy because we are asking to the adult, hey, what is sexuality? What is? No, you will know that when you will be adult. But it's so easy to go to a computer and go to a website and having people having sex on the pornographic way, on the mechanic way, on the performance. And like, this is like we are missing such a big amount of the real sharing of what is sexuality, and the real meaning of what is sensuality, and how we can use it in another environment of intimate. And in fact, what is intimacy? Like, why do I like same with people hugging each other? It's sad. We are on the COVID situation, so thankfully we are in New Zealand and we can hug people. But just when you hug someone, you can feel how comfortable they are to share this space, because like it's so easy to feel uncomfortable. Wow, I'm touched by someone that I don't know. I feel uncomfortable. I don't want to receive that, and I'm protecting it. And you can feel it, like the body's in tension. And what is this sharing at this moment? Like, why? Why are you protecting yourself against that? Like, you're not allowing your intelligence to read what is really happening. You are not practicing your intuition. Like, you are not receiving the intention of the other one. You are just blocking everything just to feel secure. And this is like, you're not allowing your sensuality to communicate with this person, and the same on the opposite way. So you're blocking the communication. Then you don't receive anything. It's just like cold and okay. It's like just taking someone and okay, it's finished. It was 1 second, fire enough. Or you are conscious of what's happening when you are giving a hug to someone, this person too, and you just like share this presence out of any sex call. It's not because I'm hugging someone that I want to have sex. I'm not trying to create this opportunity. I just want to share this moment of care, and how incredible it is to just like feeling the belly of the other one and just breathing on the opposite way. When I'm breathing, this person is breathing out, and when she's breathing in, I'm breathing out, she or he, whatever. And just like sharing this breath together. Wow, such a powerful meditation. How healthy this practice, but how I have to be aware of my inner emotions. I have to be centered, I have to be calm. Otherwise I can't listen to the other body and I feel attacked because it's too close. But if I feel comfortable, I can like take how it is and read, okay, maybe I'm in danger, but I know that I'm in danger because I know what is really going on. It's not like, oh, it's too close. Ah! It's way different way to consider the danger. So it's like, it's a communication, and same with eye gazing. When you are looking at the eyes of someone, how easy is it to not be comfortable and to be to feel judged. Oh, this person's looking on my eyes. I don't want this too much. Same, like you, because why you're uncomfortable? Yeah, there is a communication happening at this, but you're not handling it. It's like too strong for it. It's intimate, in fact. Because when you really know what's going on when you are doing eye gazing, is you are diving on the mind of the other, and this person is diving on yours. But you have to be conscious of that. Once you're conscious of that and you are sharing eye gazing, you can like, it's like such a journey. And there is workshop in festival to make people aware of that. And every time people are like, what the fuck, that was so intense, so amazing, wow, life-changing, and I feel so close to this person, you understand this person so well, but I've not even been talking to this person. Yes, that's an unverbal communication, that's sensuality, that's this powerful way to communicate. It's like even telekinesis, we can say that I can perceive by intuition how this person is inside of them, and the same for them, because I'm allowing them to perceive me if I can perceive inside, if I can perceive them.
Wow, you told us so many incredible things. Like, I see you have a great journey with this.
I can continue, but maybe you won't ask other questions.
No, I feel like you're such an easy person to be on an interview. We don't even have to ask you anything, you just talk. And we just listen, so it's a simple interview.
Beautiful.
And the point of this is also, I want to share that I want to do podcasts, I want to do a YouTube video about emotional education and a handy way to access to the self-development. Like I'm teaching to a kid or teenager, because it's all touching adults. How many adults we are still on the teenage crisis, and how every time like the knowledge is so far, like so complex. There is books, there is like heaps of things. No, we have to make things easy to get, having the door open by someone who's been experimenting it. It has to be accessible, because it has to be a daily practice of consciousness, of awareness, and this is easy. This is accessible for anyone. Anyone can access to that, and this is like the most important things. And don't make it like with like hard vocabulary, like a super fancy way to abord it, like you have to follow this way of thinking and then you will reach that. I'm not a religious guy, so maybe that's helping me to process this like this.
Nice.
But yeah, like being an educator for 6 years give me the way to know what is efficient to spread, I guess. And now all the experience that I'm having, and the fact that everyone has to be aware of that, this is so amazing. And if people are aware and nice on their mind, they are nice on their way to act, then they can be positive for them, then positive for the environment, then they can do aware choice who are respecting what is happening, respecting the planet, respecting everything, but they can just start to be radiating and help them heal themselves, then getting in touch with their healing power, and spreading something good and constructive and not destructive and not material, not like
beautiful.
So that's why I'm like, okay, this is also a practice.
Yeah, it is.
Amazing.
Wow, you told us so much. I think like we can go to some more like lighter topics, like to the end, fun questions.
Yeah.
So for the next little section, we're gonna do just short questions, and we ask you to do like short, one sentence or one word or a little story answers. So we can just move like fast and have fun on the way.
Okay.
Right. The first one, I think, as a French person, you kind of deserve this question. What is your favorite pâtisserie, favorite viennoiserie?
Petit Suisse.
Petit Swiss.
Petit Suisse. Yes.
That is a Swiss thing, not even a French thing.
It's a pastry with like on the inside there is a cream with piece of chocolate and like a nice pastry all around. My favorite.
Yeah, only French people have this answer. Nobody else like. Okay.
If you have the power to change just one thing in this world, what would that be?
Make people in a continuous feeling of love.
That's a good answer. I would love that word. Nice.
Okay, so in terms of creating something or bringing something to life or just a situation that can happen, what's your wildest dream? What's your idea or...
What's your vision, wildest dream? What do you want to create?
I want to create a place where everyone can find their creativity and find the joy of being and sharing and enjoying life, like practicing music, cooking, whatever.
Quite?
How it is too small.
That's a good start.
Yeah.
That's a great vision.
Yeah.
I would love to see that when you do it. Okay, great.
Community. A community.
Okay, what's one thing that you most disagree with when it comes to raising children in our society, and what would you do differently? How would you do it differently?
What I disagree is when you put the kids in like, no, shut up, I'm the adult. And you have to just do what I want. And everything who like, where they are not equal of us. And on this point there is a lot of ego acting on the adults, a lot of frustration, a lot of compensation. I am the best, you are the shit, and you have to swallow what I am doing, what I'm saying. And instead of that, being humble in front of a kid and giving them the opportunity to know why it's a no, and not why they shouldn't, but they can make them aware of the situation. Then they can decide properly with their own awareness, and if it's properly done, they will follow, because they have just a short time of experience of why, in fact, it's need to be on this way than the other on the one. But they have to build their awareness to be able to change what is wrong in our own system.
Amazing answer. Like, wow, I love it.
Okay, so what would be one piece of furniture or a room that you have, like something that you already thought of many times and you every time is a little bit different, but how does your perfect room or piece of furniture look like?
It's a desk.
It's a desk.
Desk with LEDs. Wow, in fact, yeah, everything with LEDs.
I thought you were gonna say like a room with a great sound system.
Yeah, the perfect room. Wow, yeah, it's a sound system in each corner with a bed with a shelf underneath and something to hold television on the top and LEDs and your desk where you are like so well and you have your computer on it, with a nice flooring and just you arrive and you feel serene and you can have like heaps of different experimentation. You can just drive into a deep sound bath, like dancing and having like the best sleep ever because you have a nice bedding and stuff. Yeah, the bedroom is like so important. But anywhere, any room should have a sound system in the mandala and LED.
Nice. Yes. This is so you. I would guess. Nice, I love it. Okay. So, next question. What do you think is the most important skill to have in life?
To be self-satisfied.
That is really good.
Beautiful ending. Now for the end, maybe I invite you to lead us or to immerse us in a sound bath or present us your music side of you, because massage is kind of hard to put through podcast, but your handpan can go a long way. And
it's an invitation to play.
Yes.
Thank you for being on the podcast.
It's okay, I don't have to answer anymore to what you ask.